Hi guys, good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I am sharing this video to my business page and taking a sip of coffee. Yum, yum, yum. And then we'll begin. Guys, if you're coming on, say hi. Okay, cool. I just wanted to share it on my business page. Hi guys, welcome. Happy Tuesday. Today is a coffee chat. I will not be pulling cards, but I will be talking about 3 things empaths should be asking themselves. So have been coming to me, people have been coming to me lately about how to shield themselves, how to protect themselves, how difficult it is to manage their emotions as somebody that is empathic. So I wanted to do this live about the topic. So I'm going to jump right into it. For anybody that's new to me, my name is Justine Luzzi. I'm an intuitive coach and spiritual teacher. I deal with a lot of different things, but mainly my goal is to help everybody be emotionally free and move forward with clarity in their lives. And I do a lot of empathic support, which I'm doing this live about that now, which is somebody that absorbs energy very, very deeply. It's sometimes very, very hard to live in this world. I get it. I am an empath myself. I do intuitive card readings, which is a form of intuitive healing. You usually see me Monday, Wednesday, Friday doing this. And then I have, excuse me, sorry. My throat, every time I get on, my throat starts, I don't know, being weird. Okay, anyway, and then I also do some crystal healing. So if you're in New York City, we can talk about that. I also make jewelry with crystals, and I've been dabbling in crystal grid. So if you're interested in any of that, let me know. But today we're talking about empaths, guys, people who absorb energy very deeply. We tend to be the sensitive ones, right? And we tend to be too sensitive, or we're told to get over it, etc., etc. By the way, that is emotional abuse. I could do another topic about that one day. But it's really, really hard to manage in this world. It's hard to be here with everything that's been going on and everything in the news and things like that. It's very, very tough, guys. And the fact that we show up every day and get out of bed every day, we need to be acknowledged for this, because it's just super, super, super hard. And most people think we're being dramatic, and most people think that we're making it up. But, you know, I'm not most people. And, you know, I've been calling myself crazy my whole life. And, you know, I was just speaking to somebody yesterday, and it's really one of my life purposes to make sure that there aren't empaths in the world that feel alone. So, or crazy. That's really kind of my number one thing. I don't want anybody making themselves feel crazy. There is no normal, guys. It just so happens that God built you this way, and that's okay. And there are ways to be an empowered empath, right? Like, so many times I see people going through life just feeling very disempowered with their gift, which it is a gift, not a curse. Although most of the time it can feel that way. But if we can get ourselves, if we can do a shift from disempowered to empowered, we can do so many beautiful things in this world with our gifts. So that's really the main goal here, and why I have these lives about this topic. So I'm just going to jump right into it. And before I do, I just want to do a little disclaimer. I named this live 3 things empaths should be asking themselves. I actually don't like using the word should. I was trying to think of another way to put it, but that's kind of the only way that I could think of. But basically, we shouldn't be doing anything, right? Because that's really ego-based, right? When our ego says, oh, we should be up cleaning the house, and we should be posting on Facebook 3 times a day, and we should be doing this, and we should be doing that. And really, that's just creates a lot of guilt, a lot of shame, a lot of shoulding all over the place, right? So what I really mean is what I meant to say, and I couldn't think of a better way to put it, is that really technically I am trying to stay away from using that word. However, these are good things to be asking yourself as far as if you're an empath, to be in a more empowered place. So I just wanted to clear that up before I go into it. Okay, so let's get into it, guys. Oh my gosh, I keep like losing my voice. Maybe something with my throat chakra. All right, guys, first question that empaths should be asking themselves is this my feelings or is this someone else's? Now, what do I mean by that? And okay, so empaths are, and if you're an empath, you probably already know this, so bear with me because I feel like some people come to me because they're very curious about what it is and all that kind of stuff. So bear with me if you are already advanced here. But empaths absorb, like the way I like to think of it is more of like you're a human sponge, right? So you pretty much absorb a lot of stuff, a lot of energies, positive and negative. So it's a lot. And then sometimes when we absorb them, we identify them with ourselves, meaning that we are, if somebody is anxious and we are around them for a really long time, then we start to become anxious and we feel crazy because we don't know what we're anxious about, right? And it's really, really can be confusing and it's really, really hard to decipher the two. So you really need to be asking yourself, is this my feelings or is this someone else's? Now, how do you actually decipher between the two? Well, my favorite topic, my favorite thing, intuition, guys. Really get to a place where you can listen to your intuition and it will tell you what truth is, right? That's really what intuition is, right? Like I always say, channel to God, channel to source. It is ultimate truth, right? So you'll be able to tell what's your feelings and what aren't your feelings through intuition. You could also really, you could go the logical route, right? And if you are, for example, depressed and your life is great and you can't really find anything that's logically making you depressed, that could be another indication. However, I like the intuition route. I always find it to be very accurate and true. So always, always look at that. Guys, what are your feelings? What are other people's feelings? And then go and do the appropriate grounding that you need to do, the appropriate cord cutting that you need to do, the appropriate shielding, protecting, whatever you need to do. Your energy is number one, guys, okay? We cannot function if our energy levels are low. Okay, number two. Actually, this goes into number two. This is the second question empaths should be asking themselves. Let me word it correctly. Can my energy allow for this? Okay. What do I mean by that? Can my energy allow for this? There are going to be certain times in your life where you can't do certain things. And when I say can't, right, because I actually believe we can do anything we truly desire. When I say can't, I mean where it's more negative to your energy than it is positive. So it's okay to cancel plans with someone, even though you've promised them, but really your energy is just not allowing it for that day. This is kind of what I'm talking about. It's more about obligations. I know we all feel obligated to do things sometimes in our lives, but the truth is, why are we doing things that we truly, truly don't want to do? And when I say wants, it really comes down to why are we doing things that really deplete our energy every day? Why are we doing things just to do them? We need to be asking ourselves, what does our energy allow? Guys, also this is linked too. I hear a lot of people saying, I don't have time for this. I don't have time for that. The truth is you don't have the energy for that. We all have the same amount of time in the day. The truth is we do not have the energy for it. And why don't we have the energy for it? Because we're spending our energy doing things that we don't want to be doing, or we're obligated to be doing, or things that don't bring us joy, or things that are negative. We have to understand our energy levels. Guys, it is the most important thing. Most important. You have to be very, very mindful, especially as an empath. That's who I'm talking to today, of our energy. Okay, so you have to ask yourself, what does my energy allow myself to do? Also, just so you know, it could be different at different times, right? For example, when I am super, super, super sensitive, I can never see myself going into a nightclub, right? Too much energy around, loud music, alcohol, everything around me is making over simulation mode, okay? However, if I have been working on myself, if I haven't really spent a lot of time by myself, or have done a lot of grounding, a lot of protecting, a lot of shielding, that kind of thing, maybe I can go to a nightclub this weekend. I don't know, maybe once every year, maybe once every 6 months. I don't know. It doesn't mean it's absolutely off the table, right? So what I mean by this is just take inventory of your energy in that given moment. Stay present with it, guys, but be truthful about it, right? We have to protect our energy. I cannot say that enough. Does that make sense to you guys? Hopefully it does. But really ask yourself with everything that you're resisting. And by the way, guys, these obligations, if you notice, and this is where flakes come in, right? Please really be mindful of your energy, because we tend to overcommit to things, and then we end up breaking plans, and then we're the flake, and then we upset other people. We upset the people we love. If we start with the no right away, you know, no, my energy doesn't allow this, or no, I'm not feeling up to it, that kind of thing, we can actually prevent more hurt and promote more emotional freedom, because there won't be any disappointment involved. It'll really dissolve all of those emotions that are involved with overcommitting to something when your energy doesn't allow it. Does that make sense, guys? Hopefully it does. Okay, so if anybody has any questions, of course, just drop them in the comments. Okay, this is my favorite one, the third one, okay? I get so excited about this stuff. The third one, this is my favorite because it has to do with feelings directly. You need to ask yourself, what is this trying to tell me? Okay? What is this trying to tell me? So anytime we're absorbing anything, when feelings come up, we need to ask ourselves what this feeling is actually trying to tell us. Because here's the thing. I know a lot of people don't like feeling feelings. I get it. I suppressed mine for many years. But basically, and if you follow my work, you understand that I believe that feelings just want to be felt, they want to be acknowledged, and they want to be let go. They actually want to leave, but they cannot leave until that they are validated. So we have to be validating and acknowledging our own feelings. So once we do that, we are actually able to ask ourselves the question, what is this trying to tell me? So for example, if you are scrolling on Facebook and you see somebody that really sparks jealousy, anger, something along those lines, it's an opportunity for growth, because then we can ask ourselves, what is this trying to tell me, right? Is it that you're jealous of them and what they have and you feel like you can't have that? Do you feel like they're fake? Whatever those feelings that are coming up, you have an opportunity for growth every time we ask this question. And if people are just jumping on, the question is, what is this trying to tell me? And it's wonderful because feelings can also be a compass, guys. I also notice, by the way, people that don't feel their feelings are the ones that are the most lost in life, okay? And there's the correlation between the two, guys, that your feelings are a compass for your life, right? So it's so important to take that opportunity. Does that make sense, guys? Does anybody have any questions? Any questions at all? Hopefully this was helpful to you guys. All right, if there aren't any questions, that's totally cool. If you're watching the replay and you do have a question, you can go ahead and put it in the comments box. Other than that, you can message me as well. And I'm very responsive, and as you can tell, I'm like super passionate about this topic, especially anything to do with intuition, feelings, and empaths. I'm your girl. So if you have any questions at all, just let me know. I have to drink my coffee. It's a coffee chat. You know what I'm saying? All right, guys, I am gonna head out for today. Again, if you're watching the replay, have any questions, just drop them in there, or you can message me and we can chat directly. But hopefully this has helped. To recap, three things that you should be asking yourselves as an empath is this my feelings or is this someone else's? Can my energy allow for this today? And what are my feelings trying to tell me? Like, what is this energy trying to tell me? Cool. All right, awesome, guys. I am out. Thank you so much. Anytime anybody shows up to my lives, I am so, so, so grateful. I appreciate the audience and everybody trying to learn together. So I will be on tomorrow. I'll do my card readings, guys. Angels, Ascended Masters, see what they have for us for the middle of the week. And I just want to say, everybody have a wonderful day. I am so blessed to be doing this work. Thank you so much. Thank you. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Bye, guys.